Maureen is with us in Orlando, Florida. Maureen, your question for Rachel and I about smart money, smart kids.
Hi, guys. It's such a pleasure to talk to you. I'm so excited to be able to get on the radio.
Thank you. You too. How can we help?
Thank you. Well, me and my husband have just completed FPU. We're on baby step 2 right now. But we have 2 children. Well, I shouldn't say children. One's 24 and one's 18, living at home still. So basically, my husband and I are on the plan and we're working it. But the problem that we seem to be having is that we have 2, like I said, grown adults living at home. They only work about 15 to 20 hours a week. They both work part-time. They're both going to school as well. And they just recently started paying their own phone bills. But my husband and I pay for everything else, car insurance, you name it, we pay it. And I'm just trying to decide what would be a fair amount for them to start contributing maybe per week. Because, I mean, we've spoiled them as well. I mean, we've made the mistake of, trying to give them everything. And then now that my husband and I are smarter now about our money, we're trying to follow the steps and get ourselves out of debt. We're trying to think about ourselves as well as far as retirement and paying off our debt and our loans and everything. We're trying to get them on board as well.
Now, both of them are in school?
My oldest one is in school. My youngest one is in school as well, yes.
Okay. As long as they're in school, I'm fine with that, and with you paying parts of things or giving them a free place to live. That's an incentive and a wonderful thing. And, of course, as long as they're behaving, that's part of the rent they pay. And that includes living under my value system since you live under my freaking roof.
Right.
Okay? That's how that works. So I don't care how old you are. If you're so old you're too cool to live here, then you're too cool to live here. Head on. So, but as long as ours all went away to college, but as long as they were in school, we would have allowed them to stay in the house. That's fine. And we would have provided heat and cool and maybe washed their clothes and certainly have cooked meals and those kinds of things. Cell phones, car insurance, car gas, that kind of thing, I'm going to start moving that off onto them pretty quick.
Okay.
And they can pick up a few more hours of work. It won't hurt them. And how are they paying? How are you paying for school?
Well, my oldest daughter, she took out a loan, unfortunately. But the good thing is that she was able to apply for a lot of Pell Grants and things.
Good.
So she got from $17,000, she got it down to $6,000.
Okay, and so we've got to find $6,000 next year so she doesn't go any further into debt.
Exactly.
Between you and her, and that's going to be working her tail off in the summer.
Right, exactly.
So you're not in school. You're not in school. You're working 60, 80 hours a week to get ready to go back to school.
Exactly. So that's the problem I'm having with my youngest daughter. She's 18, and she does work. She is in school right now, but she kind of threw out there the other day about wanting to leave school somewhat to not. She's still kind of deciding what she wants to do. So I said to her, "But if you're not in school, you will be working a full-time job." Yeah,
and be leaving shortly.
Right. Exactly.
About 6 months. Within about 6 months.
Right.
Rachel, Rachel, you work with these high school students and these college students all the time, and you're talking to them kind of from their side of the coin. Do you hear anything there this mom and I are doing that we need to do different?
No, I mean, what you're saying is right. And the fact that they're still in school is kind of their pass in a way to me. But for the 24-year-old, I mean, I'm guessing she'll be ending school soon. She may have another year left. And so I would even start working
she'll be done in November, actually.
Okay.
Perfect.
So I would have an exit plan. I mean, already be talking through, okay, what does it look like when you graduate? How many more months will you stay here? Hopefully she'll find a job and head on out after her graduation. But, we say up to 6 months they can stay. So around that time. But again, I would start talking and over communicate about the exit plan, especially for the 24-year-old. Because what happens is they kind of just get in a habit and they end up staying there. And it just, that continues to be their life, and they just stay until they're 32 or something crazy. And,
the other thing is that sends a message to the 18-year-old that school is tied to this free rent thing, and so it's just good for them. I mean, our oldest daughter, we love her. She's an easy person to get along with. She moved back in with us for about 3 months after school to make a transition into a new job and to get into an apartment, get her roommates all lined up and stuff. And we were happy she was there. But I'll promise you, within 2 months of that kid moving out and being completely on her own, paying her own bills, writing her own check for the electric company, doing all of those kinds of things, her emotional maturity changed dramatically within 90 days of her leaving the nest. It's just good for them. It's good for them.
It forces you to grow up. It forces you to be an adult and to see expenses and to know that you have to take care of it. You're responsible for things.
Yeah.
It changes the whole dynamic.
And I want to just reiterate, there was no conflict. Sharon and I enjoy having Denise under our roof. We would have loved to have had her stay there, just on a personal basis. No, in the sense that
Really?
Well, we never let y'all know that. But I mean, it wasn't like you had to leave because we were sick of you, because you're being a jerk or something. Some kids you're ready for them to leave.
Sure.
But this kid was, she's a joy to be around as an adult.
Yes.
And easy to be around, and there was no troubles, nothing like that. But the blessing it was to her to let her stand on her own 2 feet was absolutely huge.